I think we're all struggling in some ways. At the end of the day, the thing that's most important is our students and the education they receive.
It's definitely been different, especially when it came to routine. And it made me check my motivation and my focus.
Everybody is trying to figure out how to modify what they're good at as a teacher to fit this new medium, whether they're teaching fully remotely or in a hybrid format. We too are learning through this pandemic with our students, with our society.
Most of my classes are discussion-based, and so the conversation can pretty easily take place in a classroom or in a seminar room, sitting around a table, or on computers, looking at each other virtually.
Ultimately, when you're working as a scientist, you have to put your hands on stuff to make things happen. And so the only way to accomplish that is to actually have students in a lab.
Our students have come in every week. They've taken every safety precaution, and I have never been more impressed by a set of students.
I think one of the great things is that we've stayed true to the fact that we want to have relationships between faculty and students that are meaningful, even if campus functions differently.
Classes that have discussion, that employ discussion, you often can conduct a conversation where the line that separates the virtual from the in-person almost seems to drop out.
Through this whole pandemic, one of the things that has been highlighted for me is the high expectations that we have of one another. The amount of people, both faculty and staff, that are working to coordinate these kinds of things is remarkable.
And we each have a different skill set. And we're very good at coming together and using those skill sets to put together the best experience for the students.
I think professors have done a great job of checking in with us as people and not just as students, and that really just ties to kind of the core of Cura Personalis as Gonzaga as a university. It reminds me I picked the right school. People are interested in how I'm doing.
We've got lots of people that are giving of their time to help the whole community through the pandemic.
We spent the majority of the first part of the summer coming up with the adjustments that we needed to make to figure out the way that we could run this lab safely in this space.
The students are trying to make a series of molecules that have never been reported before in human history.
We wanted to keep that energy for the students and keep that excitement about making something new and contributing new knowledge to science.
There's just certain interactions that you get to have that make it a holistic experience that you enjoy.
I've heard some really great things from some of my students about some of their other classes, and that's been really gratifying to see. People embracing rather than working against the situation that we find ourselves in.
We would have a student wear a GoPro and video what they were doing, and then make that video available to the student that had to miss that particular lab session.
I just do everything normally like I would, except at the very beginning I put on this camera. And I record everything that I do, and then students who missed it for whatever reason can watch the video.
I think an important part of it is showing up. Being present gives a face for the students that are online and a face for the students who are in the classroom.
They're doing wonderfully. They're resilient. They're working so hard.
I took a chance coming here when I was a freshman when COVID was not present, and it worked out. But I also can speak to the fact that it has worked out this year, whether you're a freshman all the way to being a senior. It's been hard, it's been difficult, but I'm glad I showed up, and it was the right choice.